Hello everyone, in this video we're gonna start learning and discovering Zig programming language together. I'm not really professional programmer in this language in any sense, so I'm gonna be learning with you. And if you like the videos and the content, please don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment and like the video for supporting our channel so that we could continue our work. So I've been reading the Zig programming document. The first thing that we need to, of course, to use to be able to do programming in this language is to install this on our system. To do that, of course, there is a page that I will leave the link below in the description. There should be a link there that you can go there and try to just follow the instructions on installing on your system. I just installed it on my Debian with the snapd because it doesn't exist in the official repositories. To test if Zig is installed on your system, you can just try Zig version, and it gives me the current version that is available for everyone to install, the current latest version, of course. So to start our program, the first thing that we need is an editor. I'm going to be using Vim. I like to use it now, and I've been learning it for some time, but you don't have to use Vim. Of course, you can use any editor that you want. I'm gonna have to say that I'm not really professional in Vim as well, so I'm gonna be taking some time and be completely casual about some of the commands and and I'm gonna be slow when I'm doing the code, of course, and when I'm writing the code. So here we go. We first create a file. I'm going to name it c1.zig. And I'm going to press I to insert. So the first thing that we need for our program to work is to be able to print in terminal. And to do that, we have to use the standard library of Zig language, and we can just define a variable, constant variable, const std equal to, and then import the standard library. I'm assuming that you are familiar with some programming languages like C, so I'm not gonna explain a lot of details like what does this import do, and yeah, and what is a standard library and stuff like this. So we could just go on, and now that we have the standard library, we can just use it to print out anything that we want. And to do that, we first have to write a code for the function that we are going to use as our main function in the program. Zig in many aspects is similar to C programming language, and if you've worked on C programming language, you know that if you want to run a code, you need a function which is called the main function, and then call that main function. But basically, when you run the program, this main function is called out, and the code inside it will run. Zig is similar to C programming language in that aspect, so I'm gonna have to define this main function first. And to define this main function, I just write pub. Pub means that public. So it means that this function is accessible from other programs or outside of this file, outside of this code file. Fn for the function, and the name of the function is of course main. This function is not going to return anything to us, so I'm gonna have to I should put void as a return type. Now that we have our main functions, we can use the standard library printer to help us print something on the terminal. So for example, std.debug.print semicolon, and here we can just type hello world. And of course we have to pass an empty array. We will see what is the use case of this array later. We save this file, and then of course we run it. To run the file, we use zig build exe, and then we can just type the name of the file, c1.zig. It's gonna compile it. Now we can run this. Oh, we have our hello world. Of course, I forgot to put \n so that it the cursor goes to the new line. We can change that now. Okay, you can see the result now on the screen. Let's now try some more examples. First, we want to understand what is this curly braces do here exactly. So in the print function, it's very simple to scanf in C programming language if you're familiar with the C programming language. If you're not, you're basically you can always basically add different variables and numbers and arrays and strings in your print, and to do that and to print them all, you have to pass all these variables separately from the text that gives you the format that should be printed. So basically this hello world is the first one. It gives us the format, gives the program the format on the format how this should be printed. And to give you an example, I can just do so I put two curly braces here saying that I'm going to be printing something here, or I'm going to putting a variable there basically. And the form of this new variable is a string. So I'm going to put s here, and on this side I have to pass world. We can try this. And we see that it's working and there is no problem. So whenever we want to add different variables to our string, what we need to do, we just put curly braces in our formats, which is the first part, and then we pass the whole variable or string or number that we want to replace in these curly braces in the second part of the print function. We can see more examples now. I will just copy this line and paste it. So as you can see, I changed our example a little bit, and I added some more basically variables, different type of variable and different type of things that we can print. So our first version, of course, was the empty one, hello world, the line that is pointed by my cursor, this line, of course. And now if you want to add only one character, we use the we have to use only a single quotation, and we put the character in the single quotations for to remind the program that this is a character and it's not a string. And then in the next line we are doing the same, but this time again with the string. Our string, of course, is a world. We pass the string in the second curly braces here. We change the format here in the next line to any. So if you want to print strings, you can generally put s or any, but for different types of arrays, we generally have to use any instead of s. And for all the singular character, number, and variables like this, we can just leave it empty and we don't have to put anything. And here I put any, and then there is a world here, and then the next line is any, and then there is this array that I have defined in the first line of this main function. There is this constant array, and to define arrays in Zig programming language, you define them in this format where you add this type. Basically, this is int 32. This is a 32-bit int, and I am putting 3 numbers, and this array has 3 basically. Its length is 3. And the final 2 lines, I have 2 different numbers here. And for this, I don't have to put anything. There is no need for s or any. I just put an empty braces, curly braces here, saying that I'm going to have a variable here, and I pass the variable to the print function here. We can now try to run this. Now that we run the program, we can see that the result of all our prints. The first one is just a normal hello world. The second one, put 119 instead of W because it reads W as a ASCII. It puts the ASCII number corresponding to the W character. And then the rest of them, of course, are printed exactly as you can see. Now the thing is that when we put S for our string world, it's been printed exactly as world because it's expected to be in string. But when you put any, it expected to be some kind of an array. I guess that's why we get all the ASCII codes for different characters of the world. So W is 119 and O is 111, R is 114. That's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like the channel, please share it with your friends. And any comment would be appreciated. See you in the next video.